Hello, my beautiful, amazing crochet family. I am your one and your only Lady of Crochet, LadySamoan, and we are back with another video. Yes, 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 y'all. I am so excited to come back with another video to talk to my accountability partners. Yes, y'all, we are here. I believe this is week 5, y'all. We have been coming together, talking about the things that we are going to get done throughout the week, the things that we got done prior weeks, and just holding each other accountable in a fun way, a very, very fun way. It's not just with crochet. We can hold each other accountable when it comes down to just doing our hobbies or the things that we love. Let's just put it like that, because we're not going to exclude anybody. We are going to invite everybody to be a part of this accountability partner type challenge, okay? But with that being said, y'all, I am so excited. I got a lot done this week. Like, I really set forth and put my mind to a couple of things. And I was just like, you know what? Let me just challenge myself and see what all I could get done. So there was a good bit of things done. I showed some in my shorts, and I think it's a couple I didn't. But first, I want to show y'all the progress I got made on the March blanket, because I want to have that done by the end of April, which is a couple of days. A couple of days. I should have been already done with it, y'all, but hey, we're here. So I can't show all of it in it. I think once I'm finished, I'll make a post and I'll show y'all how everything looks. But if you can see, like, I've been showing me adding different colors along the border, and that's all I'm doing is building up the blanket and making a border. And this one is honestly almost finished, because I'm going to end with this green color right here. And I added the light color. I think last time y'all saw it was black and some in one row of this little light color. So I'm going to keep adding around until I run out of this green, and then that will be it for this blanket. But I'm gonna show y'all a little bit. Like, I know it's not showing you how it looks all the way, but March is all the way green. And like I say, it is a pretty decent sized blanket, because I would say it's like a lap size blanket. If you're sitting on a couch and you need something to kind of just throw over you, it's a good size right now at that. But I think I'm gonna go, just like I said, a couple of more rounds, and then I'll be done with it. Y'all already see we are behind, y'all. And it's okay. I say we, but I am behind, y'all, because this one right here is just a little bit of April's blanket, and this kind of saved my life. So this is what I went on my lifeline with. I already had a portion of this done, a great portion of this done in my blanket section. So this was like in my whips, I think. And I was like, you know what? The colors are beautiful. We can use this for April. I'm looking because I'm like, don't get it mixed up. So I just really have to add a little more border to this, and it's already a decent size. So we're going to add a little border. We're going to be done with April, and we're going to start fresh with March. Now, what I'm doing for March, I'm not 100% sure. I don't know. I know in a couple of days, I want to get this March done. I want to round out April's edges for that blanket, be done with that, so we can start fresh with May. I hope I didn't say March. I think did I say May? We got to start. Anyway, y'all know what I'm talking about. But I want to start that off with May. So with that being said, some of the other things that I got done, because I did work on that, and I have it in my bog bag to continue to work on that March blanket to get it all the way done. I did this little monkey, y'all. This monkey, look, now why the monkey is trying to look cute in this video, y'all, it is so cute right here. But this is the monkey that I did. He came out a little wonky, y'all. He's a little long, and look right here, we got a little tail going on in the back. I really love the colors, and if y'all can tell, it's like the yarns that I already have from the patchwork yarn. And I was just like, you know what, I'm going to just use up all the yarns that I have. And I keep talking about working through my stash, but I really am working through my stash. Like, and it's hard to work through your stash. Y'all let me know in the comments below how hard it is for y'all to work through your stash. Because one thing for me is like, I can find a reason to get some new yarn. And there's been some places that's been calling my name like, listen, order from me now. Like, at least that's what it sounds like for me. But I'm staying strong, and I really want to bust through the stash. But I've been using it up, and I think this turned out really cute. And at first, I'm just like, my little long monkey. But the more and more I look at it, the more and more I sit with it, y'all, I absolutely like it. It is a different monkey. It's a unique monkey, but I think it turned out really, really cute. And I used it from that pattern book that I talked about last time in last week's video. So I did get that done, y'all, from last week's video. So I was excited about that. And it was an easy pattern. I am in love with like what is it, y'all? The ragdoll type, feel of things. And I really think this gives me like a little ragdoll feel. So I actually love this monkey, y'all. At first, I was just like, oh my goodness, my monkey did not turn out the way I wanted it to turn out. But as everyone who crochet, who may do something when it comes down to the arts, if it doesn't turn out the way that you're expecting to turn out, you have to walk away from it. And when you come back to it and you sit with it, you're like, wait a minute, is this the same thing that I did? And that's how this monkey feels to me. So I am so excited about this monkey. So I completed this one. And then I did get I didn't show this one because this was like a quick little make. It's like a little bee. And of course I did not do the yellow black type thing because I was like, this is already color changing, y'all, and I think it turned out really cute. So it's a cute little bee. It was like a mini pattern that was from a mini book that I have, and I have the PDF version of the book. So I was looking through my iPad. I was like, I have a lot of patterns on my iPad, and I'm like, what can I do that's a mini version but to use this chunky yarn? And it was this little bee, and I think it turned out pretty cool. I liked it. So we got this done. And then the last thing that I got done, y'all, was this cute little love plush. Look at this guy. I think this is super cute. And I did not put like a smiley face on it or anything. Of course, y'all know I love these big eyes. I love, love, love the eyes. But I had this idea, y'all. I was sleeping and I think it was in between sleep, in between getting up. I don't know if I dreamed it because I'm a big dreamer, y'all, but it was in that moment. And I was like, what if I put like a little pouch on the back? Something loud want to come by, y'all, when I'm talking. I'm sorry. But I'm like, what if I put a little pouch on the back and then put this cute little heart in the pouch? And I thought, look at that. I thought it turned out really cute. Really, really cute. It can hang because I attached it on it, or we could just put that in there as a little pop-out surprise. I thought this was really cute, y'all. So this was something that I think I'm going to add more to the love plush when I do make them. But I absolutely love this one. So this is a cute color. I used the 7mm crochet hook with this one. Now I would say the 7mm crochet hook, I wanted it to be a little more chunkier, so I was like, let me use the 7mm. I do love using the 6mm crochet hook. I think I'm gonna stick with that. I love the 6mm when it comes down to using the chunkier yarn, when it comes down to amigurumi for me personally, because I feel like my stitches are tighter and the project is so much more, it comes in a little more, and this is not holy when it comes to stuffing, but I feel like I love mine to be just a little more tighter. Now this gives you a nice squishy feel. As you can see, it's real squishy, it's real cute, but I like a little more tighter feel. So that's why I prefer the 6mm hook over the 7, but I still think this turned out really, really cute. So that's how that turned out. Super, super adorable. And honestly, for this background part right here, I just crocheted across a couple of times and then let it fit the size that I wanted and just did it like that. So it was nothing special about that. Now, those were all of the things that I crochet. Let's talk a little bit about what I'm looking forward to crocheting next week, y'all. I'm so excited to tell y'all this. Well, this video is posted the next week. I always do it a week like ahead. Y'all know. I'm sorry. But this week I want to get done. I had the idea of doing like like when they would paint the rocks and they would hide them in the park. And then they had these little Facebook groups to where if you found a rock, you post where you found it at. Some rocks went all over. And me and my children used to love, love, love finding the rocks. And then we even painted a couple of the rocks. So that right there, I want to do with some crochet. But I want to do with something mini, right? Now, I have to make sure that this is okay to do, because I don't know. I was thinking about putting in some kind of like a plastic um wrapping and then setting them in the park or whatnot. But I'm gonna make sure, y'all, because I don't want nobody to be like, no, you can't do that. I'm gonna make sure that in my area it is okay to do that, because we have so many cute parks and we have so many outdoor activities, and we just had like a new outdoor activity. I think it'd be adorable to leave in. So I was asking my children, what do they think would be the best thing to make? Because me, I need to focus on one thing. I am a one thing type of person, because if you give me 10, 5, 4, 3, even 2 things to focus on, I think I will lose interest. This is going to sound crazy, but I will lose not interest. I won't be as happy, because it's almost like I gotta have this, do this, do this, do this, do this, do this. I know I'm kind of all over the place, but if I can focus on one pattern, I can memorize the pattern. Then it's easier to get it done. It's quicker to get it done, and boom, I can produce more. That's what I'm trying to say. I'm sorry, I took y'all around the corner and back again, but that's what I was trying to say. If I focus on one pattern, y'all, I am able to get more done, because especially if it's an easy pattern. So we came up with the idea of doing little mini ducks. And as you know, the little ducks can be easy pattern. And one thing I thought about with the ducks as well was, I said, okay, I don't have to put safety eyes, because I was concerned a little bit about safety eyes. I was thinking little summer chickens, but my children said, no, ma, let's go with the ducks. So I'm like, okay, we'll go with the ducks instead of the chickens. Now, the chickens, because I can make those like this. Those little chickens are like easy to make, but the duckies are also cute as well. And I see why they say the little duckies. I think it'll make the kids a little more excited, even some adults, because it's not just all about the kids. Maybe I would try a little bit of the chickens too here and there, because I just think they're absolutely cute. But I love the idea of the ducks, because I can easily sew on the little eyes on the side versus having to use safety eyes. So that's what I'm looking forward to this week, is making a couple of those little mini ducks. And then of course, finishing off these blankets and finishing off, well, we gotta start, here we go, May. We have to start May blanket. I don't know exactly what yarn I'm going to use for May. I know it would be from a stash. I'm looking over here because I have some containers with yarn in there. But I don't know if I'm going to make it like a, what is it called, y'all? I don't know if I'm going to make it like a scrap blanket, but I would say, I'm going to say this. I don't know if I should say this, but I'm going to say it. I was thinking about y'all doing a 6-day star blanket for May. Y'all don't hold me to it though. Because I know I said I wanted to do a granny square blanket a month, but I was really thinking like maybe I should revisit the star blanket, because I tried it and I was not ready for it. It was something about it that I was not ready for. I think I'm ready for it, because sometimes I have to put a pattern down, come back to it. So it's an idea. If I don't do it in May, I may do it in June. I'm not sure. But I'll let y'all know maybe in the next one what I decided to go with. And I don't know if I'm going to get it started this week, but I know I'm going to work on those mini ducks this week, and I'm going to get the packaging and just everything together so that I can have them. If anything, they have like little festivals around and things like that. We could probably, set some out in there and let some of the kids get them. But I want to have like a cute little note about finding a cute little plushie, well, the little plushy ducks, So that's my idea. Let me know what y'all are working on this week. Let me know what y'all got finished, because I know a lot of y'all been doing some great things, y'all. I see some sewing. We got some crocheting. Y'all, listen, I think that is beautiful. Y'all are so talented, 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 talented. And it's always so nice to be able to work on something that you love. That's what it's all about for me, to do the things that I love. But before we get out of here and before I talk your head off, let's pull from our inspiration jar today. Let's see what message we got today, y'all. So our message for today says, let's see, open it up. Open it up. Okay. You are never too old to set another goal or to dream a new dream. Y'all, woo! If this is not true, you're not too old to do anything. Let's put that out there, because I have found, y'all, with age comes a lot of learning and a lot of new adventures, because it seems like the more and more we grow, the more and more we are learning. And of course, some of the things that people say, oh, you need to do these in your 20s, you need to do this in your teens, or that's not necessarily true. There's things that we're trying to find out in our younger days, that when we get to these older ages, we're like realizing what life is really about, what these experiences really mean. And then those are the years when it starts really kicking off, at least for some of us. And I know for me personally, those are the years where I'm looking back like, oh, wow, I had to go through this to get to this. And once I'm here, now I can create these amazing experiences off of what I've learned back then. So don't think that you're too old. Age does not have anything to do with your dream, with your goals, or with what you're meant to be here to do. Just hold on to the thought and the imagination, the love for that thing, y'all. And I'm telling you, just keep moving forward. With that being said, y'all, always remember, I am your one and your only Lady of Crochet, LadySamoan, and I will see you next time.